Hey guys, welcome back to Woods Tree Farm. I'm Phil and we're using the Splitforce again today. If you've seen my recent videos, you know this is my primary splitter now. I sold my wolf ridge that I've had for the last 2.5 years and I've moved on to the vertical machine, which I really like for a variety of reasons. But today I'm highlighting the capacity of this machine. I have the Splitforce towable model with the larger table. It's a 72-inch table and it has the log lift on the side. So with the log lift in the up position, you can really stack a lot of wood on here, which means we can get splitting for a long time. So I actually just split the this tote over here. I timed it. That took 15 minutes. I think I'm going to do a follow-up video or two, see if I can make sure that that number is repeatable, but I'm pretty sure it probably will be 15 minutes or about a quarter an hour of output with this machine. As long as we've got enough rounds sitting around to keep it supplied, I think it will do that pretty consistently. But today, I mean, look at this. If we stack this thing up, I bet I only need to fill this twice to fill up a tote, and that's what we're going to check out today. So let me do a quick count of all of the rounds on this table right now. That's 20 rounds on the table right now, which I actually could fit a couple more down that far end, but I wanted to have a little room for resplitting if I needed to set something aside. But I think if I fill this thing up twice with about 20 rounds, we'll fill that tote. Let's find out. That tote now is heaping full, and there is still some wood here on the splitter. I put 22 rounds on the splitter that second time. Yes, some of them were quite small, but it doesn't really matter. You can see that it took less than 2 times filling that entire table to fill one tote. So if you had a helper and you could keep rounds on the table and you could keep totes moving in and out of the vicinity, you could move a lot of wood in a short period of time. The total time on the camera right now is right around 20 minutes. That included me loading the wood, moving the camera around, and talking to you guys. So if you could continue to do every 15 or so minutes another tote full of wood, easily do a cord an hour, but I think that would require a helper. Probably going to be a cord every hour and 20 minutes or so if you're going to have to shuffle things around. If you had a conveyor and you could move the wood on out of the way, which I don't have one, you could easily, I think, do that cord an hour, even if you're working by yourself. It doesn't take that long to reload the rounds, but at some point the rounds are getting farther and farther and farther away from the splitter, so there's a little bit more moving around to do. But just, I'm constantly thinking about little efficiency things, and if I can, you know, every 15 minutes fill a tote, we can make a lot of wood in a hurry. I wanted to make this video because I want to show you guys there are plenty of options in the marketplace, and I know Eastonmade just came out with an upgrade for their vertical splitter that showed a larger, I don't recall actually if it was a larger table or if it was just a larger log lift, but their whole thing was higher capacity so you could split longer and have more wood there ready to split. And I think this machine and what I demonstrated today kind of highlights it's already got loads of capacity with this current setup. Now this is an upgrade. I've mentioned this before. This is a larger table than their standard machine, and if you're on a budget, this machine in its upgraded configuration is still several $1,000s less than Eastonmade or Wolf Ridge. So I bring this up because you've got options in the marketplace. Arguably, there are some things on the other brand of equipment that you could say are built tougher, built heavier, built different, and could justify their higher cost. But if all you're really going for is output and capacity and value, I think this machine stands out against some of the other ones out there, particularly because of its value. This machine, full price $10,900 with this configuration. You can get a Splitforce for a little bit less money with the smaller table and without the road towable axle, and you know, so the upgrades that this machine has bumps the price up just a little bit. But in terms of value, can't beat the Splitforce. For the first time today, I threw a tote on the carryall. I'm actually not sure if my tractor is going to lift it. Let's give it a shot.